Have you ever had a night like this? It is 3 a.m. The entire world is asleep, but you are still awake. Your eyes are open, staring into the darkness. Because there is one person, one memory, one moment that keeps playing inside your mind again and again. You know you should let go. You know the past is already gone, but your heart refuses. It feels like a piece of cotton soaked in water, heavy and unable to breathe. You tell yourself to move on, but every time you try, you find yourself fighting against your own heart. Because sometimes, the hardest person to forgive is not someone else. It is yourself. Welcome back, my late night friends. I'm the storyteller who reads with you before sleep. Tonight, we are opening a book called Let Go. This is not a book that tells you to simply forget. It does not tell you to become stronger overnight. Instead, it opens the deepest wounds inside human hearts. It teaches us how to face pain, accept loss, and finally make peace with ourselves. Because in this world, there are countless people trapped by emotions. We are busy chasing what has already disappeared, busy blaming ourselves for yesterday, busy holding on to people who have already walked away. But somewhere along the way, we forget one important thing: how to release ourselves. The main character of this story is a man named Ling Wan. His life represents many people living in modern society. For the first 30 years of his life, Ling Wan followed the path everyone expected. He was responsible. He worked hard. He cared deeply about others. He believed in love. And when he met the person he loved, he believed he had found his entire future. For 8 years, he gave everything to that relationship. He saved money. He planned their future. He built a life around that person. Slowly, he moved away from friends. He ignored family. His world became smaller and smaller, until the only thing left inside it was the person he loved. Ling Wan believed, if I give enough love, I will receive love back. If I stay loyal enough, everything will have a happy ending. But life does not always follow our plans. 1 week before their wedding, when Ling Wan was happily preparing for their future, the person he loved for 8 years disappeared. He took all their savings and left behind only one cold goodbye and a room full of memories. That day, Ling Wan's world collapsed. He searched everywhere. He demanded answers. He refused to believe it was real. He locked himself inside the apartment where they once lived. He stopped caring about the outside world. Every day, he replayed the same questions. What did I do wrong? Why was I abandoned? Why did this happen to me? He hated that person for leaving. He hated himself for trusting too much. He hated life for being unfair. And that hatred became a chain around his heart. A chain that lasted 15 years. For 15 years, Ling Wan lived like an island. He rejected every new relationship. He pushed away people who cared about him. He argued with his family. The kindness inside him slowly turned into anger. He kept the old house. He kept the old photographs. He kept everything connected to that relationship. Every memory hurt him. But he refused to throw anything away. Because deep inside, he believed, if I let go, it means everything I suffered was meaningless. If I forgive, it means they won. So he held on to the pain, not because he loved the past, but because he could not accept losing. His friends told him, you need to move forward. His parents worried about him, but Ling Wan refused to listen. He thought holding on to the pain was the only way to protect his dignity. But he did not realize something. The person who hurt him had already moved on. The only person still suffering was himself. 15 years passed, and while he was fighting with the past, life quietly moved forward. He missed his youth. He missed opportunities. He missed the moments with his family. He lost years of happiness because he was trapped inside one painful memory. But Ling Wan did not understand this. Not until one winter night. That winter night, a heavy snowstorm covered the city. The cold wind hit the windows when suddenly Ling Wan received a phone call. His mother had collapsed. She was rushed to the hospital. For the first time in many years, Ling Wan felt real fear. He ran through the hospital doors and saw his father sitting alone outside the emergency room. His father's hair had turned completely gray. His tired face showed years of silent suffering. And in that moment, something inside Ling Wan finally broke, because he suddenly realized, for 15 years, he had been trapped in his own pain. He kept thinking about the person who left him, but he never noticed the people who stayed. He never noticed his parents getting older. He never noticed their worries. He never noticed their quiet sadness. All the anger and disappointment he carried had been placed on the shoulders of the people who loved him the most, while the person who hurt him had already disappeared from his life. After his mother woke up, she held his cold hand and said softly, "I have never asked you for anything in my life, but please, let yourself go. Stop fighting against yourself." Those simple words destroyed the wall Ling Wan had built for 15 years. Sitting in the hospital hallway, he finally cried, not because of the person who left him, but because he realized how much of his life he had lost. He thought he was punishing someone else, but the truth was, he was only punishing himself. That night, Ling Wan finally understood. What we cannot let go of is usually not the person. It is not even the memory. It is the pain inside our hearts. The pain of accepting that something ended. The pain of realizing someone changed. The pain of knowing some stories will never have the ending we wanted. But life is not a perfect story. Some people come into our lives to teach us lessons. Some relationships are not meant to last forever. And some goodbyes, no matter how painful, are necessary. After returning home, Ling Wan opened the old boxes, the photos, the gifts, the memories. For years, he protected them like treasures. But this time, he looked at them differently. There was no anger, no hatred, only acceptance. He packed everything away, not because those memories meant nothing, but because he finally understood they belonged to the past. Outside the window, snow was still falling. Inside the room, the light was warm. For the first time in 15 years, his heart felt peaceful. He finally understood. Letting go of someone else is actually saving yourself. Many people today live like Ling Wan. During the day, we smile, we work, we pretend everything is fine. But at night, when everything becomes quiet, the memories return, the regrets, the mistakes, the people we miss. We keep asking, why did this happen? What if I had done something differently? Why couldn't things stay the same? But sometimes the answer is simple, because life moves forward, and we must move forward too. We often think holding on means we are strong. We think letting go means we have failed. But sometimes letting go is the bravest choice we can make, because pain does not prove love. Suffering does not change the past. The person who hurt you may never understand your pain, but you still have the power to stop carrying it. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was acceptable. It means choosing peace over anger, choosing your future over your past, choosing yourself. Life is a journey of constant goodbyes. Some people leave, some dreams disappear, some memories fade, and that is part of being human. The world is not telling you that you were not enough. Sometimes it is simply telling you, this chapter is over. It is time to turn the page. Because if you keep staring at what you lost, you will miss what is waiting for you. The future cannot enter a heart completely occupied by the past. So ask yourself, what are you still holding on to? What memory is stealing your peace? How much longer will you fight with yourself? Maybe it is time to forgive, time to accept, time to breathe again. Pain you believe will last forever will one day become proof that you survived. True healing is not forgetting. It is remembering without being destroyed. It is looking back and saying, I survived that moment. I no longer need to live there. So tonight, down the weight you have been carrying. Let go of regret. Let go of what no longer belongs to you. Because the moment you release the past, you finally create space for a better future. Sometimes the greatest victory in life is not holding on. It is finally knowing when to let go. Good night.